So we'll have the finished product of the clothing project, and we did shoes, women of the past and women of the future. This week's reflection is going to be about the final product of our clothing project, and we decided to do shoes. We had to make some modifications from last week's modifications. We ran into the problem. We were going to use a plunger for the heel, and we couldn't find a miniaturized plunger, so we decided to use paint bottles. And they weren't very sturdy, but they did the job long enough for us to take a picture with the foot inside of the shoe. The sponges as the outer layer still worked out, and we didn't use a straw for this part that would connect this part to the shoe. We had to use a pipe cleaner, and we made it into a sort of a buckle. That way Kelsey could get her foot inside the shoe. We still have the measuring spoon hooked up to the pipe cleaner. That kind of is the arch, or whatever you want to call it. And the post-it notes worked out for this part. However, when we put Kelsey's foot inside the shoe, this part broke off. So it's just kind of there now. So this women of the future, and as far as women of the past, a lot of things had to be changed. We didn't use a teething ring. We didn't have one, and plus it came back into the issue of getting your foot inside of the shoe. So we used the pipe cleaner as well as to make it a buckle. We didn't have the makeup brush, so we had to use another measuring spoon. And we didn't put the entire feather duster on this part. We actually had to take the feathers off and just glue them on there, so it looks kind of sporadic. But it's different looking. It's not really the original idea, but it works. So be curious to see how they've held up this weekend. It took us a little bit longer than we had planned, and I'm glad Mr. Sutherland was in the room to help us out, because some of the original ideas were not going to work, and so there had to be a lot of modifications. But I think it worked out pretty well, so we'll see.